Hey guys, it's JCJZ here, back again with another video. Today, I want to talk about a YouTuber who, in my opinion, hasn't really been talked about that much in terms of like the commentary community channel. And that YouTuber, or should I say YouTube channel, is Ryan's Tour Reviews, aka Ryan's World. I feel like this channel hasn't really been talked about that much, so for me talking about it, I guess that's nice, but the main reason I want to criticize this channel is not for, the actual content. Since this is like a kiddie channel, kiddie things like that, stuff the kids would enjoy. So I'm not going to be criticizing the channel. I will be criticizing the people running the channel, not specifically Ryan himself, but his parents. In my opinion, I think Ryan's parents are using Ryan for views and money. Think about it. Ryan's been doing this Ryan's Tour Review stuff ever since he was 5 years old. And he's like 9 now. So like for 9 years, I mean not exactly 9 years, but for a good amount of time of Ryan's childhood, it's been nothing but him being shoved through the camera. In my opinion, I think it's child exploitation. Ryan's parents, specifically the mom, are using Ryan for views and money. And I don't know why, but people are tending to ignore this for some reason. It's the same thing with all family channels, really. All family channels do is, use their kids for clickbait, for views, for ad revenue. They don't really care about the children. This is why you have people like Ace Family or Prince Family constantly making babies just so they can get more bank. They don't really care about the kids per se. They care about more of the money, so they're going to use the kids for views. And I think that's what Ryan's Tour Reviews, aka Ryan's World, is doing. Now, I know there's another controversy surrounding Ryan's World saying that, some products they use in their videos are like trying to get people to buy, different products. I'm not interested in that. It's still bad, but I don't think it's as bad as child exploitation. Remember Daddy05? It was a family channel that did these pranks. Some of the kids that they used for those prank videos, I felt like that was child exploitation, and, they were using, the kids to get views and whatnot. Same thing with Ryan's Tour Reviews, but no one really talks about it. The parents of Ryan are using him for views and money and for merchandising purposes. Notice how you go into Walmart or Kmart or basically any store, you see like thousands upon thousands of Ryan products, like Ryan toothbrushes, Ryan, plushies, all these things prophesizing. I can't say it right, but prophesizing him in his image, using him for money. And some people say he's spoiled, and even though I do agree to that to an extent, you have to realize that he never really had a normal childhood. His entire childhood was just, being in front of a camera, playing with toys. Yeah, that may sound fun, but think about it. These videos are being done on a constant daily basis. How much time does Ryan, get to have, time for himself? Does he, ever get to watch TV? Does he, ever get to sleep? Like, they constantly film him. Like, he has his own TV show on Nickelodeon. It's just crazy, and I feel like I needed to talk about this since I feel like this is more serious than people make it out to be. Since this is legit child exploitation, and I feel like this needs to be talked about. It's the same thing with all family channels. The only reason I'm targeting Ryan Tour Reviews specifically, or Ryan's World, is because this really hasn't been talked about by any, major commentary channel. So I feel like I needed to speak out about this in some way, shape, or form. The content itself is harmless. They teach kids about all these lessons and stuff. Like the content itself, the content within these videos are harmless. I'm specifically talking about the parents. More specifically, the mom. The mom, I feel like, is using Ryan the most. And I've seen some comments about this, and people are saying by the time Ryan turns about, 11, 12, 13, they're going to stop using him and use the twins. Since apparently, they had two more kids, they had twin girls. So what my theory is, when Ryan gets older, like 11, 12, 13, they're going to stop using him, and then they're going to use, the two little twins for profit. That's my theory. And I've seen some comments on other videos discussing this, and they agree with as well that they're, by the time Ryan turns 11, 12, 13, they'll stop using him from profit, and then use the twins, and then, you know, etc., etc. And some people say, oh, well, Ryan's enjoying himself, so why do you care? Oh, it's not your business. Who said it had to be my business? One, that's on camera. On camera, everything's all cupcakes and rainbows, but we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like I said, if you check out their, you know, video schedule, they upload these videos on a daily to weekly basis. Meaning Ryan's constantly having the camera on him. Like, does he have any time to himself? And even though Ryan's just a little kid and he doesn't understand all this stuff, he still doesn't have a normal childhood. Imagine your entire childhood, you know, constantly having camera towards you, constantly having merchandise everywhere. It's just not good for him, honestly. And if he ever goes to public school, he's gonna get bullied to death, since, you know, everybody's gonna know him as, oh look, it's the kid from Ryan's World, Ryan's Tour Reviews. So I feel like his parents definitely did him dirty. In terms of content, it's not bad, but the parents themselves, specifically the mom, because I feel like the mom's the mastermind behind all of this. The dad's still bad for, you know, using his son for profit, but I feel like the mom is worse. And another thing, the mom was actually confirmed to be a shoplifter, so there's that. So not only are you a terrible parent using your child for money, but you're also a shoplifter. And yet, you know, they still have deals for Nickelodeon. If you don't know, they have their own TV show on Nick Jr. So, it's just crazy, man. Ryan's everywhere if you really think about it. You go to Walmart, you see all this Ryan merchandise. You know, he has a big YouTube channel with over 26 million subscribers. You know, he even has his own video game. You have your own video game. That's how merchandisable Ryan is, to the point where people are making video games of him by official studios and companies. It's getting that out of hand. And it's just crazy. I really hope that when Ryan turns of age, he turns back on his parents somehow. Like, I want Ryan to realize at some point in his life that his parents are using him for cash. That's what I want to know. This whole point of me making this video is just, you know, tell everybody how the parents are essentially scumbags. That can be said for almost every family channel. Ace Family, Prince Family, Royalty Family. You know, constantly putting your child in thumbnails. You know, having ads on the video. OMG, my child died. Not clickbait. You know, stuff like that. That's something Ace and Prince would do. Now, compared to content-wise, I'd say Ryan's content is better, since, you know, they're actually like teaching kids something, while Ace Family and Prince Family is just, you know, just whatever. So I'd say in terms of content, this is one of the better family channels, but in terms of like actual like parents, definitely one of the worst. Scumbags. Ryan's entire childhood was just sitting in front of the camera, playing with toys and all this and that. And even though it's all cupcakes and rainbows on camera, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. So for all we know, Ryan could be verbally or physically abused. Well, not physically abused, but definitely verbally abused. You know, constantly being on camera for your whole childhood, that's definitely going to affect Ryan in more ways than one. Mainly mentally. Not physically, but definitely mentally. I really hope this video gets somewhat popular, since not a lot of people talked about this, really. To my knowledge, Optimus, Pyrocynical, Diesel Patches, none of the big commentary channels, to my knowledge, since, you know, I have been watching commentary channels here or there, to my knowledge, no one has really talked about this. It's either people are ignoring it or they don't know much about it. So that's literally the whole point of me making this video, to spread more awareness about how bad Ryan's parents are. And that's really all I have to say. 9 minutes in already. Whew, 9 minutes. Well, that's really all I have to say. I said what I have to say. I'll make more content soon. Although, don't expect the next video to be a commentary video. It'll probably be just a random video I decide to make. But I will be posting more commentary videos soon. So stay tuned for that. Well, that's really all to say. So, see ya.